This is a shot that really scares people, where you have to carry something, you've got a ridge, you've got a bunker, not a lot of green to work with. So I thought it might be an interesting idea to talk about a couple different options that you have for a shot like this. I've got my trusty 60 degree, and I'm gonna start by hitting a shot that would be the easiest shot to hit in a situation like this, and that is to hit kind of a low to mid spinner. I don't know if you can see on camera, but this grass is very tight. It's a place where a lot of people walk, so the ground is really tight. It's also a little bit wet. This is a spot where they tend to water a lot. So on a shot like this, let's say I don't want to hit it high, I've got to make sure I generate a little bit of spin. So I'm going to teach you a little way of doing this shot. So number one is I'm going to set up to hit a low shot. So when I'm setting up to hit a low shot, I've got the ball back and I'm leaning left. My feet are close together. I'm trying to flight this guy back there. Now, the one thing that I would do different is I'm gonna open the face at address just a hair, because that's gonna create a little bit of spin and a little bit of loft, because on this shot like this, I definitely have room to flight something. I probably have 6 or 7 yards of space. Okay, so here we go. Ball is back, face is open, and I'm gonna try to drive this thing fairly low. Okay, it came out a little right. It's about pin high though, lots of spin. And you can see there, I took a divot. You know, I think a lot of people, you know, you see different things online, you think, oh, I shouldn't be touching the ground. Maybe that's true, whatever. We're dealing with wet Bermuda. I think it's totally fine to hit the ground. If you're playing on a different type of grass, you know, maybe bent grass or zoysia, something like that, you're not gonna touch as much ground. But here, you know, I'm very aware that I don't want to hit the shot fat. I don't hit the ground early, so I'm really trying to be steep. And steep really means I'm just trying to hit the ground late. Okay, let's do that again. I probably aim too far right. You know, if the face is open, the ball is back, and I'm leaning left, all those things are going to make the ball go a little bit more right. So let's try that again. You know, when I do practice swings, I'm always trying to focus on landing the club in front. You can see I'm hitting the ground up here. I'm really aware that I just don't want to hit the ground early. Early just means before the ball. Okay, I'm set up, face is open, I'm leaning left, 1, 2, oh, that was even better strike. Yeah, you can see those, it's probably 2 or 3 feet right. Nice divot again, let's do that again. This shot is really fun. I don't know if you ever get to go out on the course at the end of the day like I'm doing, but it's a really nice time to go out on the course and get some practice in that you can't really do whenever the course is busy. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just out here working on my short game and thought I'd make a video. I also got to have the grooves really clean. Okay, let's do that again. Again, I'm putting this in the category of this is a low to mid spinner. Okay, and this is the shot I would do. And when I'm coaching short game, I'm always telling my players, choose the shot that you think is the easiest to pull off the majority of the time. If you're choosing a shot that you can pull off a majority of the time, then most likely you're going to hit it inside of 8 feet and you're going to have a chance for par. If you have to flop this, that's obviously not as easy as driving that low one. Which begs the question, like, well, then why do I need to know how to flop it, or why would I consider flopping this? Because if it was if it was downwind, firm greens, then I wouldn't be able to hit this shot. I have the benefit of a little bit of into the grain. It's a little bit into the wind. You can kind of see the flag is kind of blowing this way a little bit. So that's definitely helping me on this shot. Okay, practice swing. Lean a little left, 1, 2. Yeah, that came out really nice, tons of spin. Okay, so those 3 shots probably averaged about 5 feet, which I would totally take in a situation like this. And again, that ground contact is totally fine. Okay, now what's the next shot I should be able to do? I would say it's the exact same shot, except I'm gonna be moving the ball into the middle of my stance to create what I like to call a little floater. I'm gonna try to float this guy just a little bit. I'm still gonna be making ground contact. It's just not gonna come out as low. You'll be able to see on camera too, this is much higher in the air, and it's probably gonna carry almost all the way to the hole. I am going a little bit wider with my feet. Now, obviously, if I'm doing a higher shot, it's gonna require a little bit bigger swing. Same swing, 1, 2. That came out a little high. Not as much spin, and of course it's a little bit short because I added the loft. Didn't come out quite how I wanted. It kind of rode up the face just a little bit. Again, this is very wet Bermuda. Let me clean this off a little bit. This would not be the shot I would choose, but again, what if I had to? Okay, let's go again. Face open, ball in the middle. I'm still leaning left, and I'm really trying to get my energy towards the target, as always. I don't ever want to be. There it is. Yeah, you can kind of see that one floated. Not as much spin, because now I'm stopping it with loft. I'm not necessarily stopping it with spin. You're going to get a lot of spin when you drive the ball low. Okay. Let's do that one more time. This shot's fun. Now, you want to talk about predictability. Where are all of my golf balls? They're all right of the flag. So I'm going to try to hit this one left just because I hate that I'm falling into a pattern of missing everything right. Not that those shots are bad. It's just kind of funny that I haven't hit one ball left of target. Okay, so I'm going to aim a little bit more left. And I'm going to try to float it more left. Gosh, I'm so predictable. Hey. It landed left of the flag. Now I hit it a little bit too hard, but it did go left of the flag for about a second, and then it ended up in line with the flag. Okay, now the last shot would be kind of a high floater, which, I mean, I'm going to give myself a good lie because I just wouldn't be doing this shot unless I had a good lie. So for this shot, it's going to be a little bit more like a bunker shot. I definitely have the face open, and you're going to start seeing a much bigger swing, and this would be the shot I would least like to hit. I do not want to have to hit this shot, but sometimes we have to hit shots that we don't really like. All right, face is open. I'm going a little wider. Ball is still in the middle. I'm just kind of swinging a little bit more like a bunker shot. 1, 2. Oh, that came out really nice. Again, it came out short because I'm adding loft, but I really like the contact I got. I know that shot didn't turn out very good, but you know, honestly, when you're hitting a shot like this off this lie, this is a very scary shot. Like, it's very easy to talk yourself into fatting or thinning this. And so even though I didn't hit that exactly the way I wanted as far as the distance, I love the contact I got, which was totally worth the value of the shot. I would just like to be able to hit these shots solid. Again, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's very easy to be a little bit scared. Now, okay, now I'm not going to do as good of a lie, and I'm going to man up and hit this shot as best I can and just trust that, you know, I can hit this. This club is made for this shot. Or I won't hit it good. One of the two. So face is open. I'm going to have a really good rhythm. 1, 2. Yeah, it came out really nice and soft. Right in line with the target, probably about 8 feet short. So, you know, when you're on course and you get a chance to practice, I highly encourage you, don't just sit there and hit the same shot. Put yourself in context. Think about the 2 or 3 different shots you would hit from here. And it's good to have a catalog or a toolbox of shots. So in there I just hit a low spinner, a mid floater, and then kind of a high softy. And when I play golf, that's about 90% of the shots that I'm going to hit. I'm really not going to hit a lot of flops. I'm not going to hit a lot of, you know, really, really low draws. I'm kind of hitting things that are different trajectories trying to create spin. So that's about 90% of my shots. And I use my lob wedge for everything. So hope that was helpful. Drop a comment if you thought that was helpful. Best of luck next time you have a short game practice. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it.